Let's talk drawing utensils. So typically speaking, for my programs, I work in pencil, and that's kind of where we're going to start. So pencils can range in hard and softness. The harder they are, the lighter the marks they make. So something that's an H is going to draw much more lightly than something that is a B pencil. So for example, here I have a 2H. That's going to be a much lighter mark than one of my darker pencils. You might not even be able to see it there. I'll push really hard with it. And if you push too hard, you're going to dent your paper and damage it. You don't want to push too hard with an H pencil. The goal of an H pencil is to lay things out lightly. Here's an HB pencil. It says HB right here. This one's a little darker, so you can already see when I'm applying pressure how much darker that pencil and that tone can get. A number 2 pencil is like a 2B. A little darker than an HB. You can go up to 4 or 6B. So this is not a pencil. This is a different kind of drawing tool. This is actually just a chunk of graphite. So this is a 4B. So a 4B pencil would have the same kind of darkness. So you can see it just gets darker and darker and darker. These different hardnesses are meant to help you consider the different gradations of light to dark in your drawings. And generally speaking, when you start drawing, it's nice to start with an H, or you could start with an HB, but a 2H, something like that, because you can't draw so hard that it's hard to erase, and our first layers are never our last. So having a light pencil to start to lay things out, to start to draw, for example, faces the way you think they look, well, then you can go in and correct or draw over it, and it's not this super dark mark that's hard to get rid of. A lot of companies have a case, something that looks like this. This is actually colored pencils, but a lot of people might see at stores like a Faber-Castell brand, and you open it up, and what they have is they have all of the ranges from 6B to 6H, and it's like 6H, 5H, 4H, 3H, 2H, H, HB, and then it goes up to 6B. So the 6B are the softest ones. They make the darkest marks, and then the 6H is the lightest marks. I typically almost never use the like 4H to 6H. I'll use a 2 or 3H if I need to. So I don't think you have to get kind of like a case of all of the range of pencils unless that excites you and you want to have it. I really think having a 2H and some kind of like middle B, like an HB or a 2B, and then having a 4B is going to give you a real range of values. Now there are other tools besides pencils. So I just showed you one. This is just, I don't even know what it's called. It's a chunk of graphite, and it's initially shaped with a pencil tip. I've just used it up over time. So obviously the thickness of the mark that I get with something like this is going to be very different than with the tip of a pencil, which I can sharpen. As a side note, or something else you can think about, I also like ebony pencils. They are different than like a 6B, but they can also draw really dark and get some really nice blacks in your work. So if you want some really dark darks, an ebony pencil can be a nice addition to your little studio stash. In addition to the smaller pencil graphite, you can get chunks of graphite like this, and you're drawing with really big, thick marks. So this can be really fun if you want to go loose. If you know you get too obsessed with details in the beginning, you can use something like this. This is a very dark value. So again, you need to kind of know your own strength and how light or dark you can push one of your tools so that you make sure you're using the appropriate one for your goals. Other items you have are Conti crayons. They look similar to this. This is like a compressed charcoal. You can also find colored sticks like this. The brand Prismacolor has new pastels, and they're a compressed color pastel. All of these are going to have different effects and different ranges of value, different ranges of mark making that they can achieve. So you need to be thinking about for yourself, what kind of marks do I make in my work? What kind of marks do I want to make in my work? What best suits the goals I have for the work I'm trying to achieve? Sometimes we can limit ourselves by saying I have to only use, compressed or vine charcoal. Vine charcoal is a lot more powdery and is more like a traditional charcoal, but it's a thinner and kind of round drawing tool, but it's all black. There's no like handle to it. You can also get charcoal pencils, right? So ask yourself, what kind of tool do I need? What kind of range of light to dark do I need? and test your tools. If you want to experiment and try something new, why not explore charcoal? Well, then test the range of light to dark that you can get with just putting it to the paper, then with blending it, maybe with your fingers or a tortillon, and then see where it takes you. What kind of effects can you get? Can you draw an eye with charcoal? Break it down into your smaller pieces for yourself so you can enjoy the new tool that you're exploring. And know that there are countless other instruments you can use to draw with that aren't meant for drawing. You could dip a stick in ink or the back of a paintbrush in ink or paint and try drawing with that and see what textures you get. You can use calligraphy pens. There are countless and infinite numbers of ways you can draw and use drawing tools, but I want to make sure that I introduce you to some of the basic ones so you understand that light to dark from the H to B range of pencil and consider the tool that you want to use as you build your drawing skill.